Yo, what's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your boy Yamcha. I'm back with another one. Um, no music introduction. Sorry, no music introduction like I normally do. I am just gonna cut to the chase right now. Um, it's about the friends you make along the way. That's the theme. That's the title. It's about the friends you make along the way. Um, as the saying goes, right? The story continues. And to elaborate on that, I had to look back like I always do. Memories can be both, and oftentimes are a blessing and a curse. And in this particular case for me, I want to thank God for anime, for manga, for video games that have really been a part of tough chapters in my life. You know what I mean? I'm talking about when I'm going through it, you know what I'm saying? Think back to when Goku became a Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? Think back to when, you know, Ash Ketchum was trying to become the very best before he actually became the very best. Think about when, you know, you're watching Triple H take on The Undertaker at WrestleMania 27. You know, the end of an era, and you're going to war. Someone's going to win the battle, but someone's going to lose the war, you know. And man, oh man, I tell you, a lot of defining chapters in my life, man. Overcoming struggle, hardships, even now, trying to make it. And a large portion of that I credit to anime, manga, video games, pro wrestling, fantasy novels, man. I mean, the whole nine yards. You know what I'm saying? But you know what's been dawning on me this whole time? I would not have met some of the incredible people that I've met had I not been exposed to peak fiction. I mean, my life has changed meeting such amazing people who love anime, who love manga, who love video games, who love pro wrestling, who love music. And there's a blessing in that. There's a blessing with encountering people who are like you. You know what I mean? I'm running the same race and jumping through the same hurdles like anyone else. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's just so funny to me because I am so inspired to meet people who share similar stories. And I just feel a bit disappointed at times because, you know, it's hard speaking to the people I, you know, regularly am in contact with, man. It's hard, man. It's hard to be, you know, on the unconventional path. It's hard to be a creative. It's hard to be a warrior, you know. It's hard to be an awakened soul who's so troubled with a thousand paths that he must traverse. And out of those a thousand paths comes questions that demand answers. And, you know, and depending on your internal world, you could be in an abyss. You could be on the verge of seeing the sunshine. through the darkest storm. I ain't here to, ask about what you're going through. What I am telling you, though, is whatever you're going through, I'm right there with you. I'm in it. And believe me, I want to win, but I want you to win as well. My victory is your victory. You know why? Because we friends. And it's about the friends you make along the way. And that's been a defining, ongoing chapter in my life that has yet to end. So, of course, I'm inspired to meet other people who are just like me. I want to be a part of lives, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? If you're inspired by DBZ or Pokemon or Star Wars, man, whatever it may be, just know, man, don't just let the nerd inside you die. Keep that nerd, keep that geekdom fire lit. You know what I'm saying? Keep meeting people who share that same passion. Keep meeting people who will keep that flame going. Because I'm going to tell you right now, to my brodies, I thank you for getting me back into games, bruh. I mean, whoo, man, oh man, change my world, man. Change my world. In his world, where one is all. Yeah, Sonic, you know how I do. You know how I do. Yeah, man, but nah, man, I'm inspired, but lately I've been a bit disappointed, and here's why. So, just to elaborate a bit honestly, I'm gonna just keep it a stack. Um, you know, with so much of what I'm inspired by and the path that God has put me on, man. God God is so unconventional, dog. God is so unconventional. It's crazy. It's crazy because you would think that as a Christian, being unconventional should be the norm. But not all of us are unconventional people. I can't tell you how many times I wake up and I've gone to my church or gone to my churches, and I'm not saying this as a spite to the church. I have a great experience with the church and my own experiences. You know what I mean? I met a lot of lovely people, met a lot of, been welcomed with a lot of warmth, a lot of encouragement, and truth that will ground me for life. I mean, the gospel will ground me for life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you can't just kill God. You know what I'm saying? Because the only one who can kill God is God himself. And Jesus made it abundantly clear that he came not to judge the world, but to save the world. You know what I'm saying? He came to resurrect the dead and bring them back to life. You know what I'm saying? So praise Jesus for his resurrection power. At the same time, bro, when it comes down to just being yourself, being unconventional, loving what you love and searching for the things you enjoy, man, versus a conventional person, it's a vast difference of perspective, bro. It's a vastly different perspective, man. And it's pretty lonely. I ain't gonna hold you. It's very lonely. And but that's just part of the journey. That's just part of the inspiration. You can be lonely in many circles. Or at least for me, I'm very lonely in a lot of circles. But there's that one circle that just keeps the flame ignited. Why? For one simple reason, bro. It's because my friends are cultured. Cultured. It is not too late to be cultured. And I'm telling you, being cultured can change your life. I want to meet my wife. And I hope my wife is as cultured as me, bruh. I ain't gonna keep it. I'm keeping it a stack with you, man. You know why it's difficult for me to be around women in general? Because these times, man, can cloud me so bad. These times, man. I'm like a wounded warrior, sitting down, looking defeated, wounded, scars on my back, just in the fetal position. And all it takes is for that one girl to show me her warmth. And it rocks my world, bro. Whether, that be like affection from your girlfriend or like your affection from a sister. Women have superpowers, bruh. And the way that they show affection is one of the greatest superpowers they have. I want to meet more women who love what I love. I can go into a whole discussion with that, but I'm going to just say I would love to meet women who love what I love, man. And I hope and pray that I get more opportunities for when that time comes, man. Because I can go on and on about the fact that, simply put, when you're an unconventional person, when you're someone who, loves being cultured, let's face it, I don't need a paragraph to summarize for you the reality that it's just a lot harder. It's a lot harder for you to navigate in society. You're not a conventional person, bruh. I'm telling this to myself. Give up. You can't be conventional, bruh. It's impossible. If you have tried to be conventional or try to adapt in conventional spaces, I understand we need to work. I understand we need to navigate for the sake of, adapting and getting around. But just understand, no matter who tries to put you in the cubicle, no matter who tries to put you in the box, it's impossible. They try to put me in the cubicle. It's impossible. Man. If I don't sound all that fired up, it's because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of having these memories, these flashbacks, man, of just going through so much, like, hardship just because, like, it's bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, for as early as I can remember, like, history of Trunks, bro, future Gohan, future Trunks. I have rewatched History of Trunks when I was 6 years old, and to this day, it has taught me how to take a stand when you're going through stuff, bro. Bro, I am a warrior. But warriors need love too, bro. Soldiers need love too, bro. Playing Tekken with some brothers of mine, playing Soul Calibur, playing School Rumble, playing Blades Blue, playing Dead or Alive, playing Street Fighter, you know what I'm saying? I lose, I get back up. I lose, I get back up. I may get in a couple victories here and there. I might get a few knockout rounds, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you right now, bro, sanctification. That to me is sanctification, bro. Sanctification. Playing Persona 3 Reload is the gospel. It is the gospel. I love this game. I boast about this game. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm talking with friends about it. You know, uh, just how much our lives have changed because of anime, manga, and video games. And no disrespect to anyone who's just getting into anime, manga, and video games. No disrespect, because in one way, I'm happy that, you know, such interests have become a lot more mainstream and accessible now. But at the same time, I'm never going to forget. I represent it to this day. I feel as though I'm one of the last to come from the mold where, you know, 20 years ago, you couldn't just get, you know what I'm saying? 20 years ago, you couldn't just get all the episodes of Dragon Ball Z in one stack. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't get copies of the Dragon Ball Budokai soundtrack. You hear what I'm saying to you? And if you were searching, you better search. You had to search. Why am I saying that? Because, like I said, I would not have made the friends that I have now had I neglected searching. I love anime. I again thank my life. I thank God for this, man. To God be the glory. I thank him for the mangakas and the game creators that have inspired me to live the life that I'm living right now, bro. It is very much important to me, you know, as is, you know, following, you know, the gospel, following Christ. I just wish that, you know, people like me, who I represent, bro, can truly live and, you know, explore and truly know that they're not alone. Everybody, you know, has different chapters after all. I mean, sure, there may be a lot of nerds and friendships and, you know, awesome events. And I want to be a part of those awesome events and want to be a part of such friendships for sure. But at the same time, you know, everybody has different chapters. After all, being a nerd and a non-believer is not the same as being a nerd and a Christian. Not that I can't become friends with such people. Not that I, you know, am judgmental. Not that I would ever be disrespectful to such people. No, never, not my intention at all. I just understand that we each have a different vibe that we contribute and bring to the table, you know, and my vibe is very much, you know, if I had to give, you know, a accurate synopsis of what kind of character I can relate to in terms of what I've endured in my life, I would definitely use Naruto as a inspiration. Not just the character, but just Naruto in general. You know, Naruto deals with loneliness. Naruto deals with, you know, pain of loss. Naruto deals with betrayal and abandonment, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of dark things. And I may not be, Naruto Uzumaki chasing after a dream, like high aspirations. I want to become Hokage, but I definitely want to better myself every single day. Mentally, physically, spiritually. That's the type of path that I'm on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I can use Bleach as an example. Ichigo, you know, you know, Ichigo, Ichigo Kurosaki, man, the type of pain and hardship he had to go through, man, crazy, crazy. And it resonates with me more than ever before. I now know what it's like, man, to want to honor and continue moving forward based off of the person you absolutely love. And that person igniting a fire in me. I want to thank God for my mom, man, for she lit a huge fire in me. A fire that will never die. A fire that will never burn out. And that is rooted in the fact that my friends, my family keep me going in my life. And I'm going to continue to represent those who have been through similar struggle and hardship. It is important that I win, but I want to see others win. I'm not leaving the ring without a win. Chase after those dreams, man. Chase your dream girl. Get that bag. Leave something behind. Invest in your future. Life is what you make it. And as long as you have breath in this body, to God be the glory for that, you can determine your destiny. You can forge your own path. You have the freedom. You have the blessing to truly carve out your own path. I mean, I look at myself in the mirror all the time. You know how blessed you are? You know where you would be 400 years ago? You're floating. I got aura. Satan ain't got nothing on me. Demons ain't got nothing on me. Tell them go play the game. Don't play with you. You're floating. Yeah, man. Keep that fire lit, man. It's the friends you make along the way, man. That's all I got for this topic, man. I love y'all. Catch you on the fly, homie. Peace.